Welcome, I'll be reacting to Black Sails, Season 3, Episode 3. This is not a market substitute, support the original.
316 black pearls to be exchanged for 46,121 pieces of eight.
What, Governor?
Invasion?
A fleet, 8 ships, soldiers, several hundred, all led by a man claiming to have been appointed governor of this place and empowered to take it back by force if necessary.
Good job, Max, getting that out of him.
How many guns did he say?
He didn't say.
Whatever it is, 6 guns ain't gonna be enough to stop it.
If they were supporting a fleet in the bay, aligned in defense of the harbor mouth.
Yeah, but how many of those crews can we honestly expect to participate in that fight?
Burgess, Woodall, the Cochrans.
Have you met those people? They're not exactly a rally around a flag sort.
All organised for battle.
Organised under who? Flint is still nowhere to be found.
Blackbeard.
In time, and if he doesn't, I'll do it.
No,
Look me in the
Blackbeard.
face and tell me you doubt it. The fight that we will present to our invaders will appear so costly and painful they will choose to walk away from it rather than...
Have you met Rogers?
And we'll make it happen together.
Oh, but it's such a pretty fleet. Look at that.
Decisions are going to be made over a matter of hours that will determine...
I wish we knew what year it was. That would really help.
...in which I will invite them all to accept the King's pardon and join my efforts to restore law. Captain Hornigold believes that without Captain Flint, there is no one left on that island capable of mounting an organized defense of the bay. Do you disagree?
Yeah.
An organised defence. Captain Flint was the only true strategist among them. But that doesn't mean that the others won't mount a disorganised one.
Agreed.
I wouldn't say law and order here. Yes, but if the Navy were to remove anybody who was setting those fires, again, would that not be preferable?
How exactly did you become the one asking questions here?
Because apparently she's the only one that has a plan.
With all these resources, you could outlast them. Clearly, you could outlast them. So why are you so concerned about the time?
But there is one particular party whose patience I do not wish to test. A party whose history with the pirates of Nassau suggests an extreme reaction would likely follow.
Spain.
And would result in the launch of a fleet of 10 ships and soldiers numbering 1,500 to raze Nassau to the ground.
Oh my goodness. So Spain is coming. He has such a tragic history. I kind of feel for Rogers.
If anything, stores are dwindling faster than we thought. Fresh water is just about gone. Food stores have been empty for about 3 days, and the haul from the eel nets isn't keeping pace.
At a certain point, if we're all weak and beyond the point at which any of us can hoist our sails, we're all dead anyway.
And what would you suggest?
I would suggest that we draw up 2 lists.
You think we should feed some of the men more
Seriously?
than others?
No, I think we should feed some of the men and not others.
I mean, I
The
get
survival
it.
of the greatest number of men on this crew rests entirely on our ability to maneuver this ship to land.
Well, why not just take the second list and push him over the side right now? Wouldn't that save us all a lot of trouble?
Don't give him ideas. It's a tough situation. I get it, but that's awful.
He thinks I have lost my reason. But the events of Charleston and everything since is driving me mad.
Is it?
I mean, you are seeing your ex-girlfriend as like a ghost. That's kind of a hallucination.
We fight to protect the island.
With who in command of the fleet?
Blackbeard.
No one's seen Flint in weeks.
When he hears news of the invasion, he'll return.
But if he doesn't, no man has his skill.
Yes, Teach does.
Not even you.
That said, if you're going to behave like children, then I will be your daddy.
Oh.
When this meeting breaks, I will address the street, your crews,
All right, Jack.
and I will. That day is today, and you will answer the call.
Before anyone commits to anything, just know that you'll be doing it without Flint.
Well, can we have you?
But I may be able to offer an alternative. Yes, me.
Yes.
I am prepared to step into Captain Flint's shoes. Once I've done it, you agree to join me in sailing away from here for good.
Oh, I don't know if he can do that. I think he sees him kind of as like a son.
8 years. No sons. There's an instinct to leave behind something made in one's own image. Yes or no?
That's a tough decision. I don't know which way he'll go. We've deviated enough, I think, from the historical that I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen.
Plenty of men in this place have done plenty of stupid shit. Just to hear Charles Vane call him a proper pirate. It might be you're the only one who actually made a career of it.
Eel stew. Good job on the makeup and so forth. Everyone looks terrible.
He is able to conjure the reality he desires. There is no denying a man with that kind of power.
You'll find a way.
Well, now he's the greatest villain in the new world. We all see it. We all follow him because of it. And I think the only way he can imagine it stopping is when there are no more of us left to witness it.
That's disturbing.
Theft of food held in reserve at a time such as this is a betrayal of trust of the most profound sort.
Flint's like, both of them over the side. Yeah.
Oh, dear God, thank
no,
you for
don't
saying
say
the
it.
truth.
He's just gonna reload and yeah.
Why?
Oh my. One of the things I was sad about for this season is we wouldn't see the Miranda actress again. No need to worry. She's here in every episode. Listen to this sound design. It's just the lapping water and his performance. Silver was right. This villain performance, it's tearing him apart. At the end of last season, he was ready to just let Flint go back into the sea, and now he had to double down on it.
When I was very small, I would sneak out of the slave quarters at night to the main house. Kept safe and warm and clean by her father. My father.
Oh.
The things it took to make that room possible, they were awful things. You should stay. To see it be divided evenly.
She trusts you.
I trust you.
But if he kills another innocent man on this crew, I'm going to do something about it. So I suggest you get this situation under control.
Beautiful.
I have known you like no other. I will guide you through it. And at its end lies the answer you refuse to see.
I'm glad she's kind of back. What is that he keeps saying though?
That's a week's worth of water. Food times 3.
Whale?
They float when they rot.
The Urca gold. I told you we were deceived about it having been recovered by the Spanish.
You're trying to show that you're his
Wasn't
equal?
entirely true.
By upsetting him like this?
You were deceived.
This was quite the gamble. Did that work? Or is Flint just thinking? Probably smells horrible.
Oh, it stinks.
Yeah. Sharks? That you can eat. Yeah, or they could eat you. Could go either way. It's gonna draw the other sharks too. Ah. Watch for the teeth. We're gonna need a bigger boat. They're so hungry, they're just eating it raw. Sushi.
What happened out there? Progress. How can you know for sure?
Because he's still alive.
Because I'm still alive, I suppose.
Wind! She doesn't know about Teach yet, though. Oh, wow. I was not expecting this early. They must be scaring them off this episode, I think.
It is out of the question.
Why?
Because my charge is to ensure this endeavor's safety and yours, and I'll not answer to a plan that reckless.
Shouldn't be you. Someone known to the men on that beach. It might work.
Hornigold?
Him. Half the men in that bay have sailed under him at one point or another. And you don't give a shit if he dies in the process.
It's a better plan than just barging in there.
Why are we letting him pass?
Shoot on that man, and under the flag of truce. And the half of Nassau that remember him as the foundation of this place will rebel against the other half.
Can we talk about Blackbeard's outfit with little pistols? I love it.
No matter what you've done, no matter how irredeemable you believe it to be, your king and your governor wish to offer you a clean slate. There shall be a bounty of 10,000 pounds sterling for the capture of the pirate Charles Vane, dead or alive.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
That's my line.
It's working. That was a smart move of her to suggest Hornigold. Because they know him. Treasure Island? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe he'll find his parrot here. Pieces of 8. What really impressed me about this episode was the sound design. There were a lot of moments of quiet performances from Flint, from the rest of the crew, especially during the whole sequence when they were becalmed. And all you could hear was the creak, the lapping water, no wind, just silence. I think it was really effective, especially watching it right after last episode when we had all those crashing waves and really heavy music. This was very quiet. And as a result, also extremely intense and just riveting. You get drawn into it. I think it was really effective because it was an extremely character-driven, emotion-driven episode. It was really about connections. We saw Max and Anne having deep conversations, Vane and Teach, even Eleanor kind of admitting a few things, especially about Hornigold. And then at the end, when we saw most of the people at the beach except the Pardon. The question is, will next episode be kind of like The Mandalorian when everybody's tracking fob starts blinking at the same time and it's all Vane, 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 Vane. 10,000 is a lot. Even for pirates who are kind of drowning in ill-gotten gold. I kind of feel like the pacing so far this season is assuming that people are kind of binge watching a little bit. A really brilliant psychological episode. It was really immersive.